Hi, I'm Amanda Gibby Peters, the founder of Feng Shui, a modern-day, mission-driven, love-based practice of Feng Shui, and I'm here today to share 3 ways that you can work with Feng Shui confidently in your salon space and at home. And I'm going to do it with 3 resources that we use in Feng Shui all the time that you probably already have within reach: the broom, some salt, and cinnamon oil. So let's get started. So I've yet to be in a salon where I don't see a broom. And the way that you work with the broom is very similar to how we work with it in Feng Shui. After a client is done, you often sweep the space to prepare for your next client. Well, in Feng Shui, we work with a broom to sweep out the old, to welcome in the new. It's a way to prepare ourselves for some refreshments in our lives. So what I want you to do is when you are sweeping your station, I want you to pair this action with an intention. It could be a money goal, it could be a personal goal, it could be a feeling that you want to achieve. Anytime you're sweeping, pair it with an intention and watch what happens. Now at home, I want you to take the broom to the front door. In Feng Shui, the front door is one of 3 power spots, and the reason why is because it is where we welcome what we are trying to attract into our lives, into our homes. So much like the mouth, this is where we take in oxygen, nutrients, nourishments that our bodies need and want. The front door brings in opportunities, possibilities, abundance, luck, and all you need to do is prepare the space for it. So you don't need to do anything exhaustive or elaborate or expensive. You can simply sweep. So just get into a ritual of sweeping around your front door space. It can be on the weekends, it can be once a week, it could be once a month, whatever consistency you can maintain, okay? And when you do it, think out with the old, in with the new, set it with your intention. Now for my apartment dwellers, you can do this too. You don't have to sweep outside. You can sweep right within the entry space. And if you have a carpeted entry, you can still do this. You don't need to have the bristles touch the ground. You just simply make the motion and sweep toward an open door or a window, and you get the magic all the same. All right, the second tip, salt. So think about crystals right now, how they are having a huge moment. We love the rose quartz, the amethyst, the citrine, they're all so beautiful. But did you know that salt is the original crystal? And in Feng Shui, we work with salt in so many really cool ways. We use it to cleanse space, to purify space, to protect space, and even to slow energy down through a space. That's a lot to unpack there. I'm going to give you a really simple way to work with it. So anytime that the energy around you feels like it's gone sideways, or there's kind of a funk hanging in the air, or you just need to pick it up, I want you to take a bowl and I want you to put some salt in it and leave it out for 24 hours. The kind of salt doesn't matter. You can use Epsom, rock salt, sea salt, Himalayan salt, gray salt, whatever you have, just put it out. Basically what salt's going to do is it's going to absorb and eat up all of those energy gremlins. But right around 24 hours, you need to let it out because the salt gets full. And if it stays there, it'll start leaching that energy back out into your space. So you can take the salt and dump it outside in the dirt because Mama Earth knows how to handle that, or you can put it in the trash. But essentially you want to get it out. If you want to repeat, fill the bowl back up with some salt and do it again. Now for your salon space, this can be a little tricky because of the COVID restrictions. So what I want you to do is get a little pouch, fill it with some salt, and you can keep it in your pocket or in a drawer within your station space. And essentially it's going to do the same thing. It's going to really protect you and redirect any negative energy that might be coming your way. All right, the third and final tip I have for you is cinnamon oil. And I realize that this is probably something not everyone has laying around, but you can visit a local health store to find some. So in Feng Shui, I work with cinnamon oil really to amplify protection cures, wealth cures, and it's a really simple way to refresh a space. So what I want you to do in your salon space is either at the beginning of the day or the end, whenever your space is the cleanest, I want you to dot the 4 corners of your station. And I realize it might be an open space concept, so just kind of eyeball where those 4 corners would be. I want you to dot the 4 corners with some cinnamon oil and know that this is not only protecting your space, but it's also making you a money magnet. For salon owners, when the salon is clean, you can actually take a little dab, put it on a rag, and wipe down the 4 corners of the salon itself. You don't need to use a lot. A little dab will do ya, and it'll have the same effect. At home, I want you to take the cinnamon oil back to the front door. So I talked a minute ago about the front door being like a power spot. Well, it also is very symbolic of making a good first impression. So anytime you have a goal, something that you're trying to call into your life, a new feeling you're trying to create, you want to give your front door a little TLC. And this is super simple to do. You can wipe down the front door, clean its hardware, make sure that you can see the address, fix any burned out light bulbs. You can shake out the mat. Hopefully you're already sweeping, but any little act of love will make a huge difference. And when you're all done, I want you to take that cinnamon oil. I want you to get a little tiny paintbrush, and I want you to dab the cinnamon oil, and I want you to make the infinity sign on your front door, or you can just do a little dot. And when you're done, I want you to say, and so it is. And essentially what you've done is you've prepared your front door, which calls in, remember, opportunities, luck, abundance into your house so that it can incorporate into your life. You've basically created this really beautiful spell for your home to attract that to you. So I hope that you feel encouraged, motivated, excited to go do some of these tips. Do me a favor, don't overcomplicate it. Keep it simple. And most of all, I want you to have fun with your Feng Shui.